name is Charles Choo Smith, former Harlem Globetrotter. Just feel good and so amazed about today. You know, today is a day that you think about all your service and all the time that you put in over the last 15 years of serving your community. It just does my heart just so much pleasure to know that I've been impactful to so many lives here in Baltimore. The Choo Smith Foundation was founded back in 2005, and we've been serving thousands and thousands of kids in the Baltimore area and just using the ambassador platform to serve kids all over the world. Our thing is being organic, being authentic, and just reaching kids where they are. We use basketball as a tool to bring the kids in, and we use basketball as a tool for life lessons. We teach kids conflict resolution. We teach kids how to deal with challenges and trials and tribulations. We teach them financial literacy. We teach them about etiquette and interview skills. And we just develop a kid from the core of who they are. You know, many times when you're doing life and you're trying to understand who you are and your self-worth, you have so many different challenges in your life. You have family situations. You have all kinds of things. But the Choo Smith Youth Empowerment message is just to give off that positive, genuine energy and make the most out of every opportunity that's given. Today, we're getting ready to go celebrate 3 young men that was dear to me, came up under me, Keith Rose, Mohammed, and Abdul. They're part of a marvelous organization called Keys and Power. They use the mental health component to reach kids at a level to help empower them and believe in themselves that no matter what challenges they've been going through in their social condition, they're able to elevate to the next level. We're getting ready to go to this gala, man, and I'm excited. They're getting ready to give me this Change Agent Award. I'm so humbled about it. And when anytime someone is celebrating you, you have to really just be grateful, because when you smell your roses when you're living, it's so important. I'm a server and a giver by nature, so it's hard for me to receive, but to those brothers I will do that. And let's raise some money for this organization. We got to be excited about that. We got some power hitters there that's gonna, and some surprises. I ain't gonna say nothing, you're gonna see it soon, but we got some surprises for Keys Empowerment, and we're just grateful and glad that they're doing the work. They've raised tons of money, and they've been on that grassroots in the West Baltimore and East Baltimore community, just bounding the communities together, the business owners, and making things happen. So what I'm getting ready to do is get situated, get ready for my brothers, and do what we do, because we got to celebrate and love on Keys and Power. Love you, brothers. Let's go get it, man. Let's go get it. Choo Smith in the building. Hey, what's up, everybody? We at the Renaissance Harbor Hotel, getting ready to go to the Keys Development Gala, 4th annual. They getting ready, my little brothers, Keith, Abdul, Muhammad, getting ready to honor me. Gotta love it, y'all. You see, I got my grave licky on. You see, I got my little son. Look at my pinks. Look at my pinksies. Yeah, we get ready to get in, y'all. Let's go do it.
Favor, please take out your cell phones, because we're going to get in on this bid for that amazing artwork, because I know some people have been asking questions, and we're going to text the number 797979, Keys, Keys, VOL space Gala, and you will also have the auction information in the last page of your programs as well.
Charles Choo Smith, former Harlem Globetrotter, Baltimore native. I'm with my brothers, Keith Rose and the big great one, Abdul. We're here just at the 4th annual Gala. Keys Development doing major things in our city. I mean, they are on the ground, grassroots, touching people, helping people's lives at a whole nother level. I'm just honored to be here with them, just seeing their great work. Keith, talk to them about the transition and, you know, you being a City College native like myself, and the bond and the building, and just understanding the connection we gotta have with the people and the kids in the community.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming today. I appreciate you guys here today. It's a blessing. What we do here is we help people. We help kids, we help families, and that's our mission, just to continue to help people. We have a motto of accountability, decision-making, leadership, and that's one of the 3 models that we follow. And I'll let my brother Ab speak on it a little bit.
But you know, you got Abdul. I mean, he just energy, Keith. You know what I'm saying? Fire, fire, love him. His kids in my camp, man, I just love him, man. And Abdul, just talk about, cause you that engine, man. So talk to me about what you feel about it.
I'm just trying to play my part, Choo. I feed off of you. You my energy. Keith is my energy. And we just try to give that back to the community. We try to give these young brothers, young sisters what we did not have, or the gaps that we always know we wanted. We try to make things fun, give them an 80s feel, that block party feel, that everything we doing. So we actually giving block parties, and we just want mental health to feel like a spa day, right? We got to make sure that we kind of take care of ourselves, and we want these young people to understand that that's not something foreign to us, right? And to be able to take care of yourself in a mental, social way, and being able to heal your community from therapeutic standpoint, and then not to sound foreign and funny, right? So that's what we doing, Choo. We want to teach these young people to understand how to be leaders and change their community while doing that. So that's what we're trying to provide, Choo.
See, as you can see, we get a bad rap for our town in Baltimore, but we boots on the ground. These are people that came from this town, that love what they do, and want to create change. Let's be a solution, y'all. That's what this is about. That's what they're about. So please support Key development.
You gotta be about that in Baltimore.
No doubt about it.
Authentic city.
No doubt about it.
And it's the spirit and the realness of everything that we do.
They're gonna let you know in Baltimore.
All day long. So I just want to say on behalf of Key's development, myself, and the relationship with his brotherhood, keep doing what y'all doing, man. I love y'all. Appreciate you, man. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Let's get it, baby.
Blessings.
So we
city has gone through a huge transition since the riots for Freddie Gray, and because of that, we've been trying to build back community slowly to first show that there is safe haven in the community. Community bar exam involved youth from 9 Baltimore City high schools creating a song during a unity cipher. And the purpose of this project was to kind of identify that Baltimore is made up of these amazing places, and although we're segregated at times, we can still come together for a good cause.
So you don't ever let anybody tell you that you are anything less than the royalty that you are.
We've seen a substantial amount of growth and success with all of our young ladies, especially when we're working directly with the schools. We see our young ladies go from having issues with truancy and behavior to with the one-on-one advocacy in the monthly workshops, as well as the after-school resource. We've seen them be able to utilize the resources where they actually seek support and help when they're dealing with issues with peers, when they're dealing with issues at home. We also see growth with young ladies where we have quite a few young ladies that have actually been in the program for 4 years, and at this point they've acquired so many skills that they're actually employable at this time.
That's this love and peace that we're really fighting for. We can destroy hunger and we can conquer hate. Put down the arms and raise your voice.
And it's educational too, but it's fun at the same time. Like, I really had fun. Like, I never thought I would have to, like, I don't think if I wasn't in Keys, I don't think I ever would have a college, so I would just have to pick in college.
My experience, but Keys, like, they help you out a lot. They give you some good information. They give you, like, basically they guide you to where you want to be, and they put you on a good path so you can take from that and learn from that.
I would like to tell Keys thank you for everything that they've done for me and other fellow peers, and that, like, it's really impacted me, honestly.
R&B, and I am honored to be your mistress of ceremonies. That video, thank you. That video clearly shows why we are here tonight and why our continued support is vital to the growth and sustainability of this great organization. Keys Empowers, Inc. was created as a 501c3 component of our behavioral health organization, Keys Development. Keys Empowers, Inc. promotes equity and access to emotional, psychological, and developmental support while addressing the social and cultural stigma around mental health. Since 2017, our primary objective has been to support individuals and families that are in crisis with trauma-informed interventions, reinforcing the accretion and utilization of resources, essentially addressing school climate, mentoring, securing housing, obtaining medical care, enrolling and attending mental health and substance abuse support. Tonight's event would not have been possible without the contributions of these amazing organizations. We thank you for your devotion to our vision, mission, and support of the communities we serve. Interculture, Sports, and Entertainment. The Finn Group. Steve and Marjorie Harvey Foundation. Dreams Work. Terra Cafe. BTST Services. Hope Health Systems, David's Loft, City Weeds, RDP LLC, Thrive, Innovative Concept and Designs, and last but not least, CEO Leather Art. Tonight is going to be an amazing night filled with inspirational stories, recognition of change agents, and 2 phenomenal women, Paula Williams-Madison and Dr. Imani Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th annual Keys Empower Gala. Please welcome to the stage Keith Rolls, Executive Director of Keys Empowers, and Asia Doswell of Keys Empowers.
So I wanted to speak with you all this evening about Keys in Action. Keys Empowers is only 2 years old, but we have done some magnificent things during these last 24 months. The first one was we have raised over $800,000 in grant funds. No, I need you to clap. $800,000 in grant funds for programming. And these programs are working with youth who just need an opportunity to do something great. They need an ear to listen to, a hot meal for their stomach, and more importantly, someone to help them develop into their greatness. We have the pleasure of working in over 15 communities in about 10 different schools, and that includes up to 600 families within those locations. And with those families, we are offering our Keys Success Academy, which is an after-school enrichment program, and here our youth work on emotional development. They learn about positive peer interactions, and more importantly, about how to develop humility and be accepting of others. This summer we had the pleasure of hosting tables. You all have envelopes and cards. A little change changes a lot. Please feel free to make donations or to do ongoing support for our programming because our communities need it and they're counting on it. So you all enjoy your night.
Traveled the world as a professional basketball player. As a former member of the world-famous original Harlem Globetrotters, he entertained hundreds of thousands of fans with his basketball skills. Choo brought that same enthusiasm back to his hometown of Baltimore, where he continued to give back to the community. Upon retiring from the game of basketball, Choo has become a successful entrepreneur. Choo's charismatic personality allows him to be a powerful businessman as well as an inspiration to the youth. He has dedicated his retirement years to the personal development of the children and youth. His passion for mentoring and training children from all walks of life is something that is important to Choo. He constantly enforces his L philosophy. Love it, learn it, and lead it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for Charles Choo Smith.
Wow, good evening everybody. You all look nice today. So grateful to receive this Change Agent Award. I'm just a giver by nature, so it's hard for me to receive awards. First and foremost, I just want to thank the whole entire Keys development staff for thinking of me for this award. And just a personal thanks to my little brothers, Keith Rose, Abdul, and Muhammad. They have their boots on the ground. They have their boots on the ground. It's about the work, it's about the service. You know, I grew up in Sandtown, Gilmore Projects area, and it was a struggle, but I had two parents that loved me, cared about me, and just taught me some values. They used sports as a tool for life lessons. So for me, it's always going to be about being selfless and giving back. We're in spiritual warfare, everybody, and for us to come out here today to be able to serve a boots-on-the-ground grassroots program like Keys is phenomenal. Please, y'all, start loving each other. Travel the world. I see it all the time in all the countries and different cities. We haven't gotten back to our foundation and our fundamentals. Let's just give in to somebody without receiving something back. For me, it's about the work. I too have mental health issues. I think a lot of us think we don't. When you see someone get killed and you see drugs and challenges, we gotta look at ourselves. And I look in the mirror every day and say I have to work on my weaknesses and build on my strengths. So as we leave today, let's just not celebrate this event, but let's continue to love each other, trust each other, and take this work serious. So Keys Development, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this and keep doing what you're doing. It's the people behind the scenes that's doing all the work, and we have to celebrate them more so than the people that's at front. So I thank you for this award. I appreciate you all. and everyone have a great evening. And I love you all. Be safe.
Once again, congratulations, Choo, and thank you for all of your work in the community. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please turn your attention to the screens.
And that's the story that's not told. Just Amir at 3 years.
In welcoming Mujahid Muhammad, President of Keys Empowers.
Save the young people in our city, because maybe somebody mentored us. Maybe we went through some hardships and it didn't allow us to fall into the gaps that some of our young people fall into, because we aren't like them. We weren't them. We were a little different. I want to tell you today that not only are you not like them, you are them. This brother right here, he sat some of you. And this is a safe place, correct? Now I gotta hear you a little bit better than that. Is this a safe place? Because this brother was willing to be open. This brother right here, unfortunately, used to get high. Not a little high. This young brother right here used to get high. And because somebody believed in him, he didn't become 1 out of 7 from his zip code, that if they have a past history with substance abuse, that they died, whether to murder or to drugs. 1 out of 7. This young brother, he looks a little older, but he's only 16 years old. Yeah, I'm gonna put you out there. They need to know that. This young brother's 16 years old. This young brother was unwilling to succeed because of the fear that he had that he would not be accepted by the rest of us, because he didn't look, sound, and move like the rest of us, because his household didn't look like ours. He had a fear, and that fear was based in anxiety. But because of the work that you do, this young brother's in school, at 16, has 2 part-time jobs, is supporting his family, and halfway paying his grandmother's rent. Let's clap it up for this young brother. Because we are not here for keys. We are not here for keys. We're here for the work, and the work of saving these young brothers. Now, if you agree with me, I'm going to be able to tell. Because right now, we're going to raise some money. We're not going to wait till the end of the night. We're going to raise some money right now. Because to do this work for these young brothers, we have to have the funds to be able to continue to put individuals like you in their lives. But more importantly, when this young brother needed to get out of his house, when this young brother needed to move, he needed a place to stay. We were able to provide him a place to stay.
A little girl from Baltimore from Turner Station. Steve Harvey's my friend. Long story short, he called me to run his foundation 2 years ago. I wasn't looking for a job, but I was called for my purpose. And being a girl from Baltimore and seeing everything that's going on here, we're going to commit to the $20,000. Then we're also, where's Kirsten? And Nick Mosby. Is Nick still here? Sophia Robb is like my big brother. Is Nick Mosby still here? Okay, can Nick come up? Saphir is my brother. He actually talked me into taking this job. Sometimes I don't know if I want to kiss him or kill him, but that's another story. But seeing the work that you guys have done, I actually flew in from the Red Eye last night to get here today. We're going to do the 20,000. We've invited Nick Mosby to come to Steve's mentoring camp next year. You guys have heard about the camp. Steve spends 5 days with boys from single-family households. Choo Smith was our guest last year. He can tell you about the experience, but on top of the $20,000, because I'm really, really disgusted about what Donald Trump has said about Baltimore and the kids of Baltimore. We're going to we're going to invite Nick Mosby from Baltimore City. And I want some of those boys to come from Choo Smith's organization and Keys. I just couldn't sit here. We're asking for $20,000, y'all. I mean, some of us could have written that check ourselves. It's just so funny being in this space, and when I come to Baltimore, it takes you forever to raise $20,000, and I'm in rooms in different cities, and they're raising millions. They're asking for $25,000. But who can give us 500s? Can somebody just commit to $500? Can I see a hand for $500? That's one 500. Can we get these people here? 500. Can you stand up if you commit to $500? 500. There's 500 there. Can we get another 500 here? Can we get another 500? 500, 500. Can we get another 500? 500 here. Can somebody just add? We have another 5,000. So we've given 20. We should have another 5. That's 25. And then we're going to make another 25,000. That's $50,000. So I just want to say thank you guys and good night.
We also have some city council members. We have Shannon Sneed, is she still around? And I also think I saw Leon Pinkett. Did I miss anyone? You get awards for doing what folks elected you to do or your job. And as a public servant, it's our job to serve the public. And a lot of times I like to go and ensure that I'm fighting for the systemic issues that I think I need to see change in the communities in which I represent, the communities in which I grew up in. You know, I can think back, my sister's in the back of the room, and I can think back that, you know, I'm the grandson of Claudine Moore. She had a 7th grade education. She was a domestic worker in the city of Baltimore. You know, she used to tell me, baby, you know, I clean white people's houses in the city. My mother, she had a 7th grade education. My mother, she was one of the first people in our family to graduate from high school, one of the first graduating classes from Emerson Westside. You know, she worked for the federal government for over 36 years. Got up 5 o'clock in the morning. Me and my sister shared a bedroom with her until I was about 14, 15 years old, to catch 2 buses to go to Woodlawn to put food on our table. See, it wasn't strange for us not to have our lights on. It wasn't strange for us to have a bare closet. It wasn't strange for us not to know what the trajectory of our particular stance was going to be at that time. You know, since I was 1 year old, 1 day old, I'm growing up in a 3-bedroom house with 6 women. But what I will tell you, outside of all that adversity, was nothing but love.
I'm here with my sister for 20 plus years. My girl, Miss Sharon Page. We've done so much work together. Yes. I mean, you've been a strong supporter of me. Yes. I've been a strong supporter of you. Always. The one thing I love about you, Sharon, is like, you do what you say you're going to do. You're always committed, and you will go get it. Energy, everything. But we're here at this gala. Yes. And my sisters just got tired. And said, listen, I'm going to donate $25,000+ to the Keys Power. That's what she do. Don't talk about it, be about it. And she always talks about, you know, we always try to do the things that we doing, representing Baltimore. It's a lot of work. And the work that we do is always organic and pure. From the heart. From the heart. We don't do the fake, phony. It's always straight up. And we always talk about people just twiddling their thumbs and doing something. What you did today, you just stepped up and said, go get it. Listen, I'm tired. Let me donate to my family. I got up there red eye. They trying to raise $25,000. Like, the quicker they get it, the quicker I can go to bed.
Steve Harvey's very, 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 very humble man, a very generous man. So we decided to make the donation to the Keys Foundation, $20,000, and then we're going to do a $25,000 grant to bring boys from Baltimore City to the Steve Harvey mentoring camp, which Choo Smith's a part of, Nick Mosby will be a part of, Jimmy Britton, Milton Matthews, and some other guys next year. So we're really, really excited about it. I just want to commend you on the work that you're doing. So I heard what you said today. It's hard to get an award. Everybody wants to give me an award. I'm like, you can't award me for operating in my purpose. So I know how hard it is. That's why people say, I get asked to get awards all the time. But I just think when you're doing the work and operating in service, you don't need to get an award. I'm trying to get my seat in heaven. I almost got it.
And see, just to let you know, she's the president of the Steve Harvey
Heavy coat
Foundation. She's the
sister from Turner Station.
I remember when you called me. I said, I got the gig. And that's, but the humility that Sharon shows is just huge. And we gonna celebrate the work and celebrate Baltimore and keep doing what we're doing.
And do what we can do to bring this camp to Maryland. We're almost there. A little more nudging, like the Steve Harvey mentoring camp will be in Baltimore, Maryland, or Prince George's County, 2020.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
Yes.
Love you, sis.
Thank you, love you.
Appreciate you.
Baltimore, we creating our own narrative. We making changes. Don't believe what you hear. Come see it for yourself. Enjoy a nice crab cake. We take it out to the harbor, but see the change that Baltimore is making from within. Hey, we love y'all. Come love us. Peace.
Man, we here at Keys and Powers 4th Annual Gala. Oh, man, my heart goes out, man. It's just so phenomenal. We got 400 plus people in there. We are having a great time. I'm with my brother, Mohammed, the president, the founder, the visionary. What can you say about this event, man? Like, you've been putting this work on for many years. You've come from upstate area, you come here to Morgan, partnered up with your brothers, Keith and Abdul. You and I have been bonding for years. I'm just grateful to the work and everything that you put in. And you put that fire in there just now. And my sister, my little big sister just gave that 50 stacks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's 50 stacks.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm going to tell you, this work was built out of having great mentorship. And that's it. So the love that you gave me when I didn't know anything about this work just stuck with me. So I want to thank you for just putting that fire in us when we was a little younger. And like we know now, when you have the ability, you have the obligation. So we're obliged to put this work in and connect with these kids because we received their love. We're trying to create change. And the way we're trying to create change is that we're taking individuals like ourselves who are from this community.
Yes, sir.
Even though I'm from up north, you adopted me and made me from this community.
Yes, sir.
And then I give that love back to them the best way that I know. The thing is that I'm a social worker and I'm a therapist. But when I come to these kids, I just come as Muhammad, or I come as Moo.
But see, you selfish. See, the thing about you that I admire is that when you talk to me,
yes,
we talk to each other, we listen to each other, we learn from one another, and it's the humility in the work and the service.
Yes, sir.
And that's the part that I love about you. You boots on the ground, you doing what you say you're going to do, and you're always committed to helping the next person. You brought up 2 young men that went through the same trial and tribulation that we went when we were young, and you got them to understand that, listen, we were there, but all we need is that hand, and that's what you represent, man, that fire, that love, that selfless service. And I'm just grateful to you, man. You teach me, I teach you, one hand on the other, and we go and get the work done, man. And I'm just proud of you, man. This is a celebration to your heart, to your heart. Keith and Abdul, I appreciate you.
Hey, and I appreciate you, and no doubt, I want to make sure that it's known that Keys is one of the, as we say, we're saying coaching, you got a coaching tree. Keys come from the tree of truth.
Wow, man, that's big. But as you can see, man, we got my brother, Muhammad, doing big things at a whole nother level. Please, y'all, support the work. You're going to be seeing it go viral. Their work, you have to commit to their work. Give them the money, give them all the resources and opportunities so we can save our children in Baltimore. We keep saying that Baltimore is bad, but Baltimore is not bad. We just got to get those evil spirits that's jumping in all of us so we can serve and do what's necessary. Love you all. Baltimore, rise up. Be more. Be more, Cav. Love you.